We weren't born just so we could learn academics at school and then conform to who society wants us to be. We came here 5 days a week, 7 hours a day to be ourselves. Because in this world, just being smart won't get you anywhere, but having your own personality will. Which reminds me of one day in science class when Mrs. Patel asked us, why is life so different? We answered with genetic variation, but I think the real answer is beauty. Beauty isn't about being attractive, it's about uniqueness. And this class has definitely learned to embrace their differences instead of comparing themselves to others, especially when it came to grades. We all grew up in a competitive atmosphere, but we were mature enough to understand that a score doesn't define us and that mistakes will help refine us. Learning has to do with desire, curiosity, and effort. The person who gains the most value is the one that climbs the furthest, not the person who holds a continuous streak of meeting the standards. So we told ourselves not to feel less worthy than anyone else because they seem better than us, but to appreciate how far we've come and how much we've grown. We self-motivated ourselves to persevere.
Horizon slowly rolling, and the The Daniel Wright staff isn't credited enough with how quickly they adapted and altered our education to conform to the pandemic. And I would like to address how impactful it has been on our school and how much our students have benefited from it. Last March was a time of upheaval, where we simply couldn't figure out how to adapt to this remote model, and every teacher reworked their previous teaching models to make it more understandable for us. And through all of this, it not only made us smarter, but corrected study habits that were once harmful to our productivity and happiness. We have learned to work harder, cover more material on our own, and better our understanding throughout it all. The adversities we faced through the pandemic, being cooped up inside or having a scare at screens, were definitely not easy to overcome. But through bettering our habits and dependencies, we better ourselves as a whole.
welcome. My name is Carlos Roberto Arroyo Castro. If you are able, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. My name is Frank Cheng, and please remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner and the presentation of Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Thank you. You may sit. You may be seated.
Please join me in welcoming Morgan Cohen.
Thank you, Carlos and Frank. Good evening, parents, teachers, community members, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2021. My name is Morgan Cohen, and it is such an honor to speak on behalf of my classmates. Graduation is a time to reflect upon our journeys through D103, to say farewell to our middle school years, and to begin a new chapter in our lives. Although everyone listening tonight probably has their own unique perspective on what the class of 2021 has to celebrate, I am positive that there is one thing we can all agree upon. This year has been nothing short of extraordinary. To begin, we are the first ever graduating class of Daniel Wright to have completed an entire school year during a pandemic. We are truly living through historic times. Although we initially assumed that we would only be missing 2 weeks of our 7th grade year, here we are 16 months later, though thankfully under much better circumstances. Amidst these unprecedented times, we've experienced our share of strong emotions, from disappointment, loneliness, and boredom, to feelings of gratitude, and now, finally, hope. So, you may ask, what do we have to celebrate as a class? Above and beyond what we have to be proud of this graduation year is our resilience. Students have adapted to the new normal of having our activities, classes, and clubs taking place predominantly in the virtual world. From dealing with endless Zoom sessions and irritating internet glitches, to quieting our barking dogs from Amazon deliveries, and having to wear masks all day, we have learned to persevere. Our organizational and time management skills have been put to the test and have grown tremendously. We've bravely coped with the disappointment of canceled activities, vacations, and special occasions. We obviously cannot control the circumstances that we are faced with, but we can control how we choose to deal with them. This positive mindset will aid us in handling future situations in the years to come. We can dwell on all that we've missed, or we can look on the bright side and appreciate the small moments of joy scattered throughout our days. An additional cause for celebration is the unique group of students that make up our graduating class. As a whole, our class is an extremely diverse group of students, not only in terms of culture and ethnicity, but also in terms of students' wide-ranging interests, perspectives, and personalities. Our D103 education has taught us to appreciate cultural differences, respect a variety of learning styles, and value others' viewpoints. From cultural dress-up days at Sprague to hands-on learning opportunities at Half Day and social-emotional learning lessons at Daniel Wright, we have learned that we are so much more alike than we are different. Our graduating class should also celebrate the amazing friendships that we have formed throughout the years. If you've been a part of the district since kindergarten or just joined this year, it's inevitable that you will have found friends to support and encourage you. Many of us are still close with our kindergarten friends that we met happily running around the Sprague playground, playing Predator versus Prey at Outdoor Ed, class Kahoot competitions, Halloween costume parades, participating in various DW sports, and working with peers in our new and improved learning spaces have all provided memorable bonding moments. Although we have been unable to partake in many of the typical social events this year, breakout rooms over Zoom, backyard spaces, and school hallways have also provided moments of much-needed bonding and spontaneous laughter. As we move forward into high school, we will broaden our friendships by meeting hundreds of new students. Although our current class size will swell to over 1,000, I feel confident that the familiar faces of the D103 friends will continue to be a comforting presence. All that we've accomplished throughout our schooling would not have been possible without the encouragement and dedication of our incredible teachers and staff. You have worked overtime this year to provide the best possible education in an ever-changing environment. Your ability to think outside the box, maintain a sense of humor, and be extremely patient with us has not gone unnoticed. Our sincerest appreciation and thanks to all of you for everything you have done. And of course, a big thanks to our loving and brave parents and siblings who have survived being trapped in the same house with us this long. Though our individual paths may part over the next few years, the legacy of the class of 2021 will endure. I am exceptionally proud to have been a part of this remarkable class, and I am confident that we will continue to make a difference in the world. Wishing the entire D103 community brighter and healthier days ahead. And to my classmates, I cannot wait to enter the halls of Stevenson together in a few short months. We've got this. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming Ella Giddings.
Thank you, Morgan, for the introduction. Good evening and welcome to the graduation of the 8th grade class of 2021. Thank you, students, faculty, and family for joining us today for our celebration. In the past year, we have all faced so much and been pushed to our own limits while being in quarantine. During this time of adversity, the 8th grade class has been forced to develop and learn the skills of student advocacy, managing mental health, and adaptability. It is important to recognize and reflect on all that we have learned and accomplished throughout our D103 experiences, not only this incredibly challenging year, but also our previous years of schooling. Through D103, our teachers have always pushed us to work hard, persevere through difficult challenges, and succeed in our own unique ways. Success looks different to everyone, but we have all made it here today, so whether you acknowledge it or not, this is an incredible accomplishment. As a student, it is important to advocate for yourself. Many teachers here have reminded us and pushed us to advocate for our needs as students. Student advocacy may be uncomfortable for some people, but it is an invaluable skill much needed for the future. This skill not only helps a student to build a comfortable relationship with their teachers, but also to communicate about what they as the student need. This year has weighed heavily on all of us, so this is a much needed skill when addressing mental health in relation to a school-life balance. Our life experiences as graduating 8th graders and as a generation look much different than those of preceding generations. Through this pandemic, while continuing our schooling, remotely or in person, it has been vital to recognize when you need a mental health break. Many of my peers and my friends that I've spoken to, as well as myself, have suffered from academic burnout at one point or another. Learning to recognize, manage, and take the steps necessary to recover from burnout will help all of us incredibly in the long run. Burnout can take many forms, and communicating when you need help or just a break is just imperative and a phenomenal life skill. Cultivating these strong habits of student advocacy and learning how to manage mental health and stress are among the most important skills that D103 has helped to teach us students. During this year, every 8th grade student, as well as our teachers, have had to adapt to new ways of learning. We've all had to reacclimate to new and different schooling environments with the need for curriculum changes, as well as altering lessons for different education settings. It has been challenging for teachers to learn how to keep students engaged in these new classroom setups and to continue teaching the curriculum as similar as possible to our usual full-time in-person. It has been challenging for students to be focused in these new environments while still trying to give 100% of our effort. And all of this struggle in the beginning seemed never-ending. However, you are here and you have made it. This year has frankly been a little scary for all of us in this unknown environment, but you did it. You are here. You have completed and been successful in this year of alternative learning. You have found and learned new ways to stay connected with your friends and family. And now, we can look back and reflect on all that we have learned these past few years in middle school as we prepare to move on to high school. This year has taught our class the value of certain habits and life skills, including those of adaptability, resiliency, and dealing with situations that we cannot control. D103 has instilled these skills in us, and we will take this knowledge and all that we have learned and developed and carry these experiences with us into the future. And as cliche as it may sound, try to remember that you are more than the pandemic. You're more than all of these challenges and obstacles that have been presented to you and that you have faced. You're the 8th grade class of 2021. It has been a crazy, challenging school year, but also a year of growth. On behalf of Leaders in Learning, we hope that your schooling experience will continue to be one of growth and help you to develop the skills you need to further face the challenges of life. But for now, just celebrate both your accomplishments and all that you have learned at D103. Thank you and have a lovely evening. Please join me in welcoming 8th grade teacher, Mrs. Nelson.
We didn't tell Ella, but we also have Miss Lyman.
Thank you. It's one person. Each year, several awards are presented to students from Daniel Wright at the graduation ceremony. These awards recognize students who embody positive traits such as leadership, achievement, integrity, honesty, service, and involvement. Award nominees are selected by the 8th grade staff as well as their classmates. This year, nearly half of the members of the graduating class were named by at least one of their peers or teachers as being a leader or a role model. Through the explanations of their choices, we learned that while some students are overt leaders, champions of causes, captains of teams, leaders of organizations, most are seen as leading quietly through example, a welcoming smile, an encouraging word, a positive attitude. This year, between staff and student recommendations, a list of 8 nominees was compiled. Each student met with a panel of staff members to share their achievements, their goals, and the ways they are involved in their school as well as their community. As I read your names, the class of 2021 nominees, please stand and remain standing. Aiden Bardick. Asham Batad. London Cabrera. Morgan Cohen. Liam Curtin. Tej Kosaraju. Varnika Maram. Calvin Quinto. And Andrew Wolf. And you may be seated. Thank you.
we will now have the pre-recorded playing of the American Legion Award.
Graduating class, faculty, and guests, I am Todd Renahan, Post Commander of American Legion Post 1247. I am standing in front of a historical marker at Vernon Hills High School. In 1941, over 17,000 naval pilots trained at this location in preparation for World War II. You are all familiar in varying degrees with the history of our country. You know that our way of life didn't just happen. It is the product of work and an active interest on the part of good citizens from its beginning to its present. Since its inception, the American Legion has been vitally interested in the young people and originated in 1921 the observance of American Education Week. It is our hope that the boys and girls of the nation have benefited from the various programs of the American Legion. The American Legion School Award is designed to encourage students to make conscious effort to develop their personal qualities, courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, and citizenship. The members of the American Legion Post 1247 recognize the responsibilities that the faculty has assumed in shaping the characters of you, the students. At this time, it is my pleasure to present an American Legion School Award consisting of a certificate of recognition and a medal to Morgan Cohen and Aiden Bardick. Congratulations.
Next, we'd like to have the Daughters of the American Revolution Award.
Hello, I'm Joanne Avalon, and I'm here today to present a Special Citizenship Award to a student at Daniel Wright Junior High School. This award is from an organization of women who have family members who fought for our country's independence in the Revolutionary War of 1776. The National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution, known as the DAR, presents the Youth Citizenship Award yearly. The North Shore DAR recognizes students who are chosen by their school because they demonstrate the qualities of honor, service, courage, leadership, and patriotism. Tej Kosaraju was nominated by the faculty of Daniel Wright to be this year's recipient of the Youth Citizenship Award. Tej, you were nominated because you have gone above and beyond in the world of remote learning this year. You are always engaged and eager to participate in class discussions. Tej, you are seen as a leader who is encouraging to your fellow students without being overbearing, and you are considered a reliable friend with a welcoming and outgoing personality. Your active involvement in activities, both academic and athletic, in school and in the community, are appreciated and recognized. Tej Kosaraju, by your personal acts and attitude, you have proven yourself to be a model citizen in your class. The North Shore chapter of the DAR is honored to recognize you and your achievements with this DAR Youth Citizenship Award. Congratulations, Tej.
Next, we'd like to have the Learning Fund Recognition Awards.
Hello graduates, my name is Yakov Nissenbaum. As a volunteer member of the Learning Foundation, I'm proud to present this year's recipient of the Dawn Anderson Scholarship. This scholarship was established in honor of a remarkable person. Dawn Anderson volunteered for any and every school or teacher projects, continuing to do so long after her kids graduated. Dawn passed away in 2017, and to honor her legacy, the Learning Foundation established this scholarship to recognize a D103 graduating 8th grade student that demonstrates passion for volunteering and service in the community. It is my honor to award this year's Dawn Anderson Scholarship to Vedanti Joshi. Our district is fortunate to have many young adults who give their time and energy to our school and community. Vedanti has volunteered every Sunday at the Lincolnshire Math Club, which she founded in the 5th grade. Congratulations to Vedanti, and congratulations to all our graduates from the Learning Foundation.
Would Vedanti Joshi please come to the stage? Next, we would like to acknowledge the Dr. Oscar Bedrosian Scholarship.
Hi everyone, I'm Asta Maheshwari. Today, I'm presenting Learning Foundation. We are here to present the Oscar Bedrosian Scholarship to graduating high school senior who is a former District 103 student. This scholarship is remembering a very special person who truly made a difference in Lincolnshire Prairie View School District 103. Dr. Bedrosian served as the superintendent of our school from 1974 to 1993. We are pleased to announce the winner of Oscar Bedrosian Scholarship is Michael Kim. He will be heading to Northwestern University this fall, where he plans to study for chemistry.
We'd like to extend a congratulations to Michael Kim. Next, we would like to acknowledge our PTO Recognition Award.
Each year, the PTO recognizes a volunteer who exemplifies the commitment of the late Dawn Anderson to District 103. Dawn generously volunteered for District 103 and the PTO, as well as for the community at large. We honor her legacy by awarding a volunteer that demonstrates that same commitment. The nominations this year were amazing, and our district is very blessed to have so many involved parents. Our winner especially exemplifies this commitment. Over the years, she has volunteered in many PTO programs, including the 5K. Her attention to detail is polished and organized. She provided detailed instructions that help every volunteer that follow in her footsteps. Her dedication led her to be a District 103 substitute teacher while also volunteering, including being the PTO Vice President last year. I am proud to announce this year's award winner is Teresa Hansen. We will greatly miss Teresa as a District 103 parent, but know that she will continue to join us as a member of our community. Congratulations, Teresa.
Can Ms. Hansen please stand up? There she is. We would like to extend a special thank you to our community organizations for joining us today and honoring our students with such tremendous awards, and special congratulations to our Daniel Wright recipients. Can we now have the Bedrosian Student Award?
The Bedrosian Award looks to recognize a student who has demonstrated leadership, involvement, and integrity throughout his or her time at Daniel Wright. This year's winner is a true representative of that quality. When students were asked to identify a leader among their classmates, this student's name was chosen time and time again. Some descriptions provided by students in explaining their nominations included words like helpful, kind, responsible, intelligent, encouraging, a leader, and nice to everyone. In the staff interview with the student, they were impressed with the kindness, maturity, and engagement that was displayed by the student. Learning about the student's efforts, both in the classroom to encourage, help, and support both classmates and teachers, as well as outside the classroom in supporting a broader community, made this student a unanimous choice. This student went above and beyond during the COVID pandemic by using his 3D printer to make PPE for first responders in the community. Dr. Bedrosian would be proud to know that the award created in his honor was given to such a deserving student. We are happy to announce this year's Bedrosian winner, Andrew Wolf. Congratulations.
Welcome to the stage, Andrew Wolf. Would you please help me welcome the presenter of the 2021 class gift, member of Leaders in Learning, Nicholas Zizzo.
Every year, the 8th grade class gives a gift to Daniel Wright. The gift is a thank you for everything that the school has done for us. This year, we were able to have the entire class vote on what we wanted for our fellow students. On behalf of the class of 2021, we are proud to announce that we will be giving $1,100 towards cafeteria seating. We appreciate the generosity of the PTO that allows us this opportunity. We hope that the students following us will enjoy the seating.
I know that all of Daniel Wright are appreciative of the class gift, and it truly demonstrates the upstanding citizenship and compassion that the class of 2021 has for others. So we thank you from the deepest of our hearts. And now we would finally like to bring up to the podium the principal of Daniel Wright Junior High, Michelle Blackley, for the presentation of the class of 2021.
Well, welcome parents, students, and family members. I am Michelle Blackley, and I am honored to serve every day as the principal at Daniel Wright Junior High. I want to start by thanking the entire learning community for your support, your creativity, and your dedication that you have provided to all of the students here today. The PTO is amazing every year, but man, you guys stepped it up and were creative and couldn't have supported us any better, so thank you. A specific thank you goes out to Jermaine Rosenkrantz for the lovely slideshow at the beginning with the kids. Thank you, Jermaine, for doing that for everyone. And also a very specific and heartfelt thank you to Katie Wolf and Kathy Reibel. Man, they had a whole week of activities for this graduating class to really make it something special. And so thank you very much for doing that. I would also like to recognize our superintendent and the members of the school board that have led us past this throughout this whole year. They are seated off to my right. I'm going to ask them to stand. Superintendent, Dr. Scott Warren. Board President, Ann Van Gerven. Board members, Kate Harper, Rana Hashemi, Michael Adongo, Marissa Grossenbach. And we welcome our two new board members to lead us in some new directions, Maria Peterson and Michael Weaver. This celebration would not be possible without the love, support, and guidance of each and every adult here today. But students, I'm going to take the one last time to talk to you. You know your lives are going to be filled with celebrations that offer you an opportunity to look back and reflect and to look forward where you're going. And in the past, students have used this time to tell funny stories about their middle school experiences in class, in the hallways, or in the cafeteria. But you not only have stories, but after this year, you are history. You made history. The pandemic has transformed our lives. Okay, help me out. Changing the way we live, changing the way we learn, and changing the way that we work. In fact, it has even changed our language. Okay, so bear with me because here's your last Wordly Wise lesson, right? Yay, want to hear it for Wordly Wise. The term COVID-19 has the distinction of having gone from inception to a dictionary entry more quickly than any other word in a mere 34 days. The word social distance became prominent in our conversations, even being used in various grammatical forms. Social distance as a noun, social distant as an adjective, and social distance a verb. Additionally, in January of 2021, Merriam-Webster added new meanings for the words long hauler, bubble, and pod. Well, a long haul it was, and long haulers you were. I believe that the long-term effects of this past year will continue to shape your abilities as resilient, self-directed, and creative learners. But let's talk about the pods. According to Merriam-Webster's new meaning, a pod is a small group of classmates who regularly interact closely with one another, but with few or no others. You are the first group, and let's hope the last, of DW learners ever to be in pods. And just like family, you don't pick the pods you were in. But throughout the year, your pod became your learning family. I realize on some days you may have wanted another pod, and some of your teachers may have wanted you to have another pod. But on most days, your pod was your constant in a world that was changing by the minute. I want you to remember the safety that you found in that pod when you needed it. I encourage you to reflect on and value those relationships. Always remember the power of your pod. Please join me while the DW Choir performs Remember Me from Coco under the direction of Matthew Clark. And for all of us that have been living in the life of Zoom, we know how difficult putting all together all of that. And even if you recently were able to watch our musical, it is just a tribute to the creativity and the dedication of the staff to really make and give all of you experiences that you can remember. So students, your social studies teachers are going to be proud when I say you will forever be historical primary sources. Relative to this pandemic, you are a primary source, and you will always be remembered for your resilience. And as the principal of the building, I can say that with confidence that I know you are ready. And although this was an unprecedented year, your experiences at Daniel Wright have prepared you for the next chapter in your academic lives. I do want to finish with a quote by Adlai Ewing Stevenson, the namesake of Stevenson High School. He says, "It is not the years in your life, but the life in your years that count. Change is inevitable. Change for the better is a full-time job. So keep doing that full-time job, because you've proved you can do it this year. I wish you luck, not just in your freshman year, but in all of your years." So without further ado, I'd like to begin the presentation of Daniel Wright's class of 2021. Row 1 graduates, please stand and head to the stage.
Good evening. Welcome, students, parents, families, community members. I'm Nina Nussbaum. I'm truly proud and deeply honored to serve the community of D103. Presenting teacher Hannah Alterson, Piper Violet Karam. Now presenting Now presenting fourth grade teacher Amy Belford, Nathan Ben Edelman. Christopher Georgiev. Alec Michael Botkovic. Now presenting fourth grade teacher Kelly Bickoff. Brady Rosenkrantz. Boyer Daniel Salinas. Now presenting kindergarten teacher Stacy Binder. James Brown. Miles Michael Klein. Now presenting Daniel Wright Principal Michelle Blackley. Rakshid Balam. Aditi Bhatia. Nitin Bright. Matthew Brozek. Avery Jonathan Hamilton Brown. Timothy Tiantuan Boy. Agastya R. Chowdhury. Mahir Dagar. Allison W. Dwan. Evan Frieden. Pranav Harish. Audrey Hong. Chase Jate. Hamza Khan. Hanwong Kim. Maxim S. Kolbanov. Michael Richard Kozic. Maggie Lisa Kwong. Ria Lakshmanan. Rachel Duram Lee. Ishana Majumdar. Sriram Paredi. Audrey Mirari Parento. Ridiman Sachdeva. Temurbek Salomov. Kanika Sharma. Sakith Shisham. Ray M. Sun. Andrew Tianming Wang. Elliot Alexander Weaver. Juby S. Wu. Ryan Sokun Yan. Eric Zhang. Michael Zhang. Felix Wang. Now presenting English teacher Justin Braskich. Mira June Evans. Now presenting orchestra director Kelsey Buffa. Ritaja Chowdhury. Dhruv Ravi Maladi. Edward L. Wall. Now presenting 8th grade math teacher Angie Cha. Nicole Alexander Angelov. Lillian Jean Brenner. Angel Tenardin. Courtney Marie Dick. Chloe Angelina Grabowski. Mia Carmela Guzinova. Chase Willem Henderson. Maxwell Kim. Caroline Nyborg. Sophia Sahar Omran. Sonia Brooke Pavelos. Phoebe Grace Stein. Gabriel Yashkovich. Now presenting 6th grade science teacher Cheryl Shafetz. Nicholas Zizzo. Now presenting dinner red math teacher Amanda Sis. Adia Ravamudan. Emily Grace Senior. Shivansh Dubedi. Saf Hashmi. Rahul Piramanayagam. Arushi J. Srinivasan. Kyle Sa. Kashish Venkatamaran. Now presenting choir director Matthew Clark. Isabella Timones. Rachel Olivia Caldwell. Now presenting for Daniel Wright teacher Sheila Cummings, Miss Alex Funk. Hannah Rose Schwartz. Now presenting kindergarten teacher Leon Deli. Nanako Seki. Now presenting 7th grade social studies teacher Kristen Edmonds. Tyler Jonathan Alexander. Aiden Bardick. Reese Elaine Brouillard. Genevieve Rose Fox. Donald Hannigan. Ashton Slater Hirsch. Jasmine Liu. Tony Mo. Isabella Maya Radzuski. Ariane Srapaneni. Julian Tong. Christian Bogdan Zaleski. Now presenting Algebra 2 teacher Katie Fender. Andrew Boyu Chen. Tamogna Datta. Anish S. Mehta. Now presenting substitute teacher Kevin Flynn. Rishi Gupta. Zachary Dylan Hirsch. Vishal Rajesh. Now presenting 6th grade math teacher Kirsten Frantum. Ashlyn Wong. Shayna Grace O'Malley. Allison Josephine Zdralka. Now presenting 5th grade teacher Michelle Surin. Sinlai Samantha Young. Now presenting English teacher Julie Gonke. Reina Alam. Morgan Cohen. Ella Giddings. Adi Jaiswal. Joseph Wegwon Jung. Erin Karis Liu. Sanjay Kumar Malisetti. Varnika Maram. Shithi Prasanna. Yosef Al-Karim Primas. Rhea Senthil Kumar. Emma Gerber Toch. Now presenting 4th grade teacher Tracy Gordon. Killian M. Hernandez. Rina Yang Lu. Logan Shrout.
Hi, good evening. I'm Melody Littlefair, Assistant Principal for Student Services. Now presenting awards or diplomas is DW Teaching Assistant Amariah Hoffman, Kaylee Wyatt. DW Teacher Alex Funk and Anna Healy, Rylan Matthew Pingle. Now presenting diplomas, DW teacher Stephanie Hetzer, Shania Preston Clement. Now presenting DW PE teacher Michael Jerzik, Cooper Joseph Harris. Adam Piatowski. Jeez. Craig S. Ja. Now presenting DW multilingual teacher Ashley Kim, Katoka Kishi. Now presenting fourth grade teacher Kelsey LaBelle. Harry Vamsi Doku. Calvin Quinto. Now presenting third grade teacher Teresa Lau. Syra Leela Thomas. Now presenting half-day PE teacher Miguel Lamone. Tyler Aiden Reith. Now presenting first grade teacher Lisa Lindell. Charles Matthew Rich. Now presenting fifth grade teacher Carolyn Logan. Julia Beatty. Liam James Curtin. Abigail Grace Fayish. Adam Granichny. Eunice M. Hamadeh. Alexandra Eva Inman. Zaira Martinez. Tessa Ruth Moody. Cheha Pak. Presenting 7th grade ELA teacher Tabitha Lukin. Alexandra Maria Carr. Janani Chandra Mohan. Amanda Nicole Chang. Sohani Dutta. Jung Ho Han. Arjun Rajiv Patel. Ian Scott Williams. Eric Zhang. Now presenting 7th grade ELA teacher Kimberly Long. Carlos Roberto Arroyo Castro. Sahasra Virapalli. Shreya Vijay. Now presenting 6th grade ELA teacher Christina Lucius. Naomi Ilana Edelman. Now presenting kindergarten teacher Laura Lunardi. Gabrielle Elizabeth Pareto. Now presenting 8th grade social studies teacher Alyssa Lyman. Darren Barbaros Batterbeck. Rory Kathleen Baxter. Lucas Andrew Beckstrom. Marin Olivia Bonilla. Alex Kemick. Now presenting retired DW math teacher Mike Mall. Brian Hu. Calvin Hu. Vedanti Joshi. Noah Kim. Caden Feng Zhao. Now presenting fifth grade teacher Amanda Knock. Clara Cavalcanti. Now presenting sixth grade math teacher Christine Namkun. Tanishka Tahuan. Sage Eliza Manning. Aubrey Joyce Stankowitz. Now presenting eighth grade ELA teacher Becky Nelson. Mikolash Slawomir Jerzik. Julie Ann Cash. Cheryl Hannah Lawrence. Saumika Saimanava. Yunju Han. Now presenting is DW Assistant Principal Nina Nesbaum. Emma Mae Edelman. Heather B. Heidi B. Jason David Capstick. Frank Pinjun Chang. Liliana Marguerite Danielson. Jeffrey Dannison. Margaret Anna Mae Duda Anderson. Nathan Huang. Ryan Joseph Kaya. Ooh. Victoria Annabelle Nandandovich. Emily Christina Orth. Kabir Raj Kahawa. Nano Ratira Siri. Sergio A. Santoyo Rodriguez. Jacob Philip Zarell. Chris John Zuris. Now presenting our DW nurse, Marissa Pastori. David James Simmons. Now presenting 8th grade science teacher, Maggie Patel. Ovi Yogesh Muli. Aiden E. Schroedy. Now presenting retired 4th grade teacher, Gloria Petrowski. Wade J. Bragg. Blake Preston Glickson. Tony Reibel. Now presenting 3rd grade teacher Sharon Powell. Nikhil Reddy Gangara Prabhu. Now presenting STEM teacher and Science Olympiad coach Eric Rexer. Luna Bian. Surya Chandrakasan. Michelle Anna Dublier. Noah Ozlansky. Arrow Talk. Jonathan X. Tao. Mark H. Yang. Audrey Yin. Now presenting 7th grade social studies teacher Christine Ricker. Isham Batat. London Sierra Cabrera. Sophie Lynn Kennedy. Yusuf Ahmed Khan. Sophia Alexandra Schlaka. Thomas Dawes Simmons. Now presenting first grade teacher Holly Schlan. Lillian Saleh. Now presenting 8th grade ELA teacher Emma Schultz. Ava Serene Dobrin. Anna Robin Grant. Needy Karani. Abby Ma. Hiroki Mori. Sarah Kilani Seki. Kevin Hao Yang. Samuel Zamudio. Now presenting DW math teacher Nadia Shams. Pranav Raman. And now presenting half-day music teacher Ashley Schmidt. Alakia Murakuthi. And now presenting 8th grade Spanish teacher Catherine Snowden. Fatima Mina Aziz. Aubrey Elliott Kalina. Vibhat Reddy Mupidi. Now presenting Secretary and Science Olympiad coach Lisa Selesky. Taj Kosaraju. Now presenting DW math teacher Jackie Salway. Wyatt Jackson Miller. Now presenting 6th grade ELA teacher Athena Sotos. Sarah Nevada Horwitz. Tony Haoshun Liu. Michael Cerisi. Now presenting 8th grade social studies teacher Amy Stemberg. Francis Gao. Manasa Reddy Gogula. Amartya Gunjan. Ethan Alexander Linick. Sydney Roseland. Elena Schweitzer. Okay, so this one. Okay. Now presenting 2nd grade teacher Nicole Turson. Andrew Wolf. Now presenting 2nd grade teacher Susan Banny. Gia R. Gangiani. Now presenting former Spanish teacher from Half Day, Jennifer Vasquez. Leah Kate K. Hong Gant. Now presenting DW math teacher Georgia Vucheritsis. Theodore Chewy. Ryan J. Hansen. Now presenting PE teaching assistant Yoshi Wallace. Casper Conrad Nagel. Lila Rose Scher. Now presenting 3rd grade teacher, Susan Walsh. Alexa Brooke Haynes. Delaney Kelly. Claire Unbi O. Now presenting 2nd grade teacher Allison Ward. Richard P. Shermer. Now presenting Sprague teacher Joanne Woodmark. Leah Hassan. Constantine John Zuris. And now presenting DW Band Director Robert Yapel. Emily Fedwick. Chloe Elizabeth Hurl. Arthur Yan.
Thank you, everyone. I know that our ceremony may take a little longer, but the fact that we have over 75 different D103 employees, that ranging from a kindergarten teacher to bus drivers to associates, teachers, it really shows that every adult in D103 can make a difference to a student. So one quick round of applause for all of our staff that have done that. And at this time, I would like to present to you the 8th grade Daniel Wright class of 2021. Please rise. Please rise. Cue it up there. All right, parents, you can meet your students. They're going to process right out the main gates there, and you can meet them outside. Go ahead, Mr. Chatham.